Just to remind you that I have a Cowboy Bebop, the album, ripped apart in artwork in my basement. Hello, I'm your host, Zeospantera, the host of Z Reviews, Inner Fetish, Zeo's second channel, and what people don't remember is the unboxing channel. If you're not subscribed to my unboxing channel, you'll get videos like this, except without the stupid intro, and much more fluid. Oh, speaking of fluid, I've been looking forward to getting these for a minute now. And I want to really share it with you. For those of you who are not subscribed to the unboxing channel, this is why you do so. The excitement. Because when I do a review, it's usually after I've been sitting down with a thing for a while and I'm getting used to it, I'm learning about it, sometimes not learning about it, as people like to point out. But it's not the initial, like, fuck. So let me show you the Fluid Audio Image 2 unboxing here. And if you want to see the unboxings of these other things, we got, oh, that might be mouse pads, we got some Let Sure I Ams, we got the Questyle. I might do the Questyle also, actually, because I'm only going to unbox one of these speakers. Give you my, like, raw, unbridled Zeos opinion. Oh, by the way, if you hear a noise in the background, it's my generator, because we are in a blackout, and it's 90 degrees outside. I would just like to say, however, that thank you. This video, I'm going to call this as a sponsored video from, Pioneer Mini Splits, because there is one room in the house that still has air conditioning. Oh, it's so cold. My bedroom. That son of a bitch, that 12K is so efficient, it can cool on the generator and not even worry about it. In fact, I could probably hook two of those mini splits up. So the whole house air conditioning will draw like 7,000 watts, and that's only a 7,000 watt generator, keeping the refrigerator and basics going. But oh, just throw a mini split on there. Oh, it's so... That's first world living, as I live in the rest of it. So yeah, let's get to this. I want to thank my patrons and subscribers also, because I need to thank them every video, because they are literally writing my paychecks. Thank you guys. So this speaker, if you don't know my Fluid story, terrible name for an autobiography. If you don't know my Fluid story, I got a set of their like coaxials a while ago, and I love them, and at the same point I hated them, because they're the ones in my basement. When I do the reviews in the normal desk, you see the coaxials with the AMT tweeter, and they're so fucking revealing that I hate listening to music on them. And those were like $1,100 back in the day. Now downgrade to the FX80, which is an 8-inch coaxial with a soft dome. And those were not just an excellent studio monitor for neutrality and balance and, you know, frequency response. They were good to listen to. I enjoyed listening to them. In fact, I set them up for the video of me announcing the MoFi SourcePoint 10s, because that was as close as I can get. But then I know about these, because I've been talking with Fluid for a little while, and they're like, hey, these are gonna come out soon. And I'm like, when's soon? Soon can't be soon enough. These Image 2s are probably the most absurd looking. I don't want you to preview. Don't look at the side. We're gonna get to this together. Power plug, USB cable. Not something you usually get with a studio monitor. I actually don't recall the price of it right now. You'll have to click the link to find out. But as someone who likes weird fucking speakers, this is probably the most... The Drake's helping. It's probably the most weird studio monitor that I've used. And I know there's other ones out there, the M&Ks with the multiple tweeters and stuff. Those are all gonna show up, but I need to... focus right now. Anything else in here? Silica packets. Something from 3M. Little feet. Hope the sun isn't doing too bad. I'm actually filming this with the 10. Usually I film these unboxings with an 8. If you don't like the quality of the unboxing channel, say so in the comments. It's just a few $100 to upgrade that camera. I built my business on an 8, and I wanted to keep at least one of them going. But they're only 1080p videos. This is gonna be a higher resolution video than normal. And so far the top of this is just a box. Word Fluid Audio is right side up. We've got some exposed hex keys or Allen keys here. Slide it down. I want to get the same reaction for myself as I'm going to get. Oh, Okay, so, wow. That is an AMT that is in a hugely deep waveguide. And then we have a little 5 1/4 here. And it's like, well, isn't this box too big for just a 5 1/4 Zeos? I think it is. We just did, or I just did in this channel, well, at least it released yesterday in the real world, LS60, which was coaxial in front, really small, really tight, really clear and concise, and side firing 6 1/4 or 6s, studio monitor. And the picture on the side of the box, where the hell the box ended up, shows them in the orientation. I believe, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it. But is this like eject? This is actually upside down from how I'm going to be using them. Because if you look at the side of the box, where it says fluid audio there, what does that look like? Oh, the tweeter's on the bottom. So let's turn the speaker the correct orientation. Oh my God, I almost put my hand through the driver. Okay, it's weird having exposed giant 8-inch drivers. Those are 8s, by the way. It's weird having them on the side. And look at the surround on this. It is A, stiff, and B, huge. I'm assuming they're gonna be doing... My stove coming back on? Yes, we have regained power. Shit, now I gotta get back to work. Anyway, there's a way to flip this logo over so that it actually is the correct orientation. But this is how they market this speaker. They probably ship them the other way, with the logo the other way, because people are scared of change. Let's turn this around and actually look at the inputs now. Oh, stuff from my kitchen counter. Oh no, liars, liars. Because now this is all upside down. Actually, nothing extends past the plane of the front, so we can put this straight down on my kitchen counter to look at the back. We have AC select 115 or 220, main power bus switch, foot switch for mix cube mode. No idea, I gotta read the instruction manual. USB for DSP configuration, that's why it came with a USB cable. We have, skipping that for a second because I want to hark on that for a second. We've got volume here. It is a clicky digital knob. We have a low frequency select, which goes from -2, -1, 0, +1, +2. I'm just gonna put that on +2 and forget about it. You have a standby switch, different from this power switch, which is on and off. You then have a selector for left or right channel. I'll explain why that's important in this, because usually that isn't a thing on speakers or powered monitors. You have a high frequency adjustment of ±1 dB with that big waveguide. I hope -1 is enough, because it's probably going to kill people. You have a ground lift switch for your analog inputs, and you have an option for analog or digital input. Now here's the fun part. Your analog input is the standard TRS connector, which you use in adaptive put in RCA, or XLR, which is just balance, normal balance, coming off your mixing consoles, whatever you're using. This is where it gets fun. AES EBU, digital input, and then SPDIF through. Input and through. So that means I get to take a coaxial digital signal that's in stereo, you plug it into here, you set the channel to left or right, and you have another RCA cable come out into the other speaker, which is still in the box in the hallway, and then you have a digital signal going to both. The question then becomes, how the hell do you control the volume? I'm presuming it's going to be in the digital realm, like just Windows max volume or whatever the hell, Mac volume, whatever you're using. That's the interesting part of the speaker. The design is absolutely bizarre. Bizarro stormy. Regular stormy. But the fact that it has this is the sort of stuff you see on Genelec. Genelec had digital pass-throughs, and Genelec had digital feeds to keep it completely, don't do anything to the signal until I get it. That's what this is doing. That's why it's face down now for the last 5 minutes of the unboxing. So yeah, I gotta figure out what the fuck a foot switch mix cube mode is. Limiters, breaking in, breaking period. Does it say how long? Can sometimes last several weeks. I believe in speaker break-in. The only problem with this for break-in is the side monitors, usually I put them face to face in reverse phase. This will work fine for the front, but then I have it's going to be rough. Our RMS limiter, signal flow, overcurrent protection. I just want to see what the hell that thing. Oh, here you go. Positioning. See, look, it's upside down. How they servicing the following diagram shows how to do it. Tell me how to flip the goddamn logo over, you bastards. I love the fact that they're giving you at least 2 inches from behind for cooling. Technical. All right, mixed cube mode. Small, full range speaker emulation. I don't know what that means. The Image 2 mixed cube mode is a secondary DSP voicing that allows for a completely different set of reference monitors at the press of a foot switch. Despite the numerous advantages of high-resolution monitors like the Image 2, many engineers still rely on their smaller, full-range mixed cubes as secondary reference. Is mixed cube like a legendary brand? I don't work in a studio, so I'm going to look that up. These speakers have long traditions and people find them familiar and useful by the fact that crowding those consoles. Not to mention this. Wow, interesting. So you're going to be able to literally put a foot switch and switch this from state-of-the-art new monitor to old-sounding shit monitor that everyone's used to, like the Yamaha NS10s. Maybe that's what they're actually emulating, is the Yamaha NS10s. So yeah, no, this is going to be fucking wild. I'm only going to unbox one, because that tends to be how it goes in this channel. If I don't have to do two, I won't do. This thing is very heavy, by the way. It's like 25 or 30 pounds. Let's open the Questyle, because it's also been more than a little by a lot of time. They're actually, the seam for the vinyl is on the top, indicating that you're supposed to have the not seamed part up, which would be the tweeter down version. Again, it's been a while since I had Questyle. I actually met some of them at, I was gonna say Rocky Mountain. No, German Fest, Beer Fest. When I went to Beer Fest and there happened to be audio equipment there, yeah, Munich high-end. So let's see, this should be, I'm not even gonna guess the model number, because I remember talking about it. It was a couple weeks ago we set this up, and it finally arrived today. In our double box with the Kaizen foam, which I'm opening the bottom of the box so that my name isn't on the top of it. This is the CMA 15, and they write out the word 15 because they want me to type more. So what do we have on the side? Standard power cable. Actually, no, I'm blind. Why is it a Mickey Mouse power cable? I hate these. I know there's a reason people use them, but it's like, I mean, it's smaller than a normal, interesting remote. That's a thing. We've got next last probably for inputs, because there's SPDIF 2, line, HDMI, HDMI 2, Bluetooth, optical 2, Wi-Fi 2 or 8 channel, and then DFR, and then sample up and down, and then mute power. It looks like a remote for a TV. We've got menu, return, next and last there. Then, I don't know, rotate, play, pause, that. This is the volume. I have a pet peeve with remote controls when you're doing with an audio equipment. When you close your eyes and grab your thing, I just grabbed it. Where's my thumb? Is it over the volume control? Are these two buttons volume? No, then it's in the wrong spot. Looks like this is volume down, volume up, brightness. That's real annoying. They had that in the middle. Analog, digital, DAC, and memory. This set was sent out by them to me, so it's not like brand new like you'd get. It even comes with Vinic batteries. If you want reliable batteries, don't buy Vinic, unless they're the greatest. I don't know. Yeah. Oh wait. You can tell they sent me a sample because it has not one but 2 power cords. This is a standard IEC that was in the bottom next to the other non-standard IEC. This is what happens on unboxings. You get the real deal. So let's look at the back of this first. USB, and then high priority USB-C, and then optical input, and SPDIF input, even though they're both technically SPDIF, which stands for Sony Philips Digital Interconnect Format. You didn't know that, now you know it. And while you're friends, or Sony Philips Digital Interface. I like interconnect format better. Your analog input of RCA, you have your stereo output here, which is left channel, right channel XLRs, left channel, right channel RCAs. Then you have a fix and adjust switch for the output, so it's a preamp or line out. Then you have the choice of 20 dBu or 14 dBu, standard and studio. This might be the first DAC that can power the QES reference amplifier, because that required higher decibel output of the XLR than I was getting. And then the creator of the QES reference passed away, the Italian guy. So this might be the first chance I get to use that. There's also a module here that says LDAC, and there's a 110 switch that's set to 110. And the bottom has 4 switches. Right channel low, left channels. There's right channel, left channel, plus and minus, and there's standard and low. So they're all set to standard, and you could set them to low. I guess that's gain. And then your front, holy fuck, it's a Questyle. Standard dip switch power, LED above it. And then LEDs for USB, optical, SPDIF, analog, Bluetooth, and then MQA, erase that logo, DSD, DSD256, DSD512, 44 watt, like everything gets its own fucking light. Source button here recessed. Then you got a function switch for headphone amp and DAC. That feels real nice. I like that one better. No, I still like that one better. Then you have bias control for high or standard. We're biasing now. You got your 4.4 millimeter balanced, you got your 6.35 or 1/4 inch unbalanced, and you got your 4-pin. And they're all recessed real deep, which it shouldn't make too much of a problem because they put pretty big circles around it, but it's like, okay. And then your volume knob, which I wish this lit up. I don't think it's gonna light up, but it's got nice indicators around it and a little dot in the middle, which I would probably approve of a bigger arrow. And then it's got the same feet like Jashelli Labs uses with the rubber rings inside. So this thing needs to be cleaned so that I can give it a proper thing, and then probably slather a waifu onto it. I don't know if they're letting me keep this or not. That's them. It's been too long since I've dealt with Questyle to make that assumption. Anyway, this has been a short sample unboxing. Usually these things run between 12 and 20 minutes, depending on what I'm unboxing. I'm gonna do other things now on the regular camera to go on the regular unboxing channel. If you wanna see regular unboxings, check out please subscribe to the unboxing channel, and you get my first impressions of things. Like, I don't know if this speaker's gonna suck, but if it does, you saw it here first, and I was so excited. I don't know if I'm gonna hate on this thing, but we'll find out in another video. And just to make excuses for myself, usually the unboxing camera doesn't get downloaded right away. So I build up a month's worth of unboxings, or at least 3 weeks of unboxings. And then I download it, and then it gets left in a folder, and then I stitch them together, and then I upload them, and they're in a random order. Because Princess Pasta, if you don't know Princess Pasta, I'll link to probably her link tree in the description of this video. And she takes care of all the unboxings. That's why there's usually no thumbnails, but interesting titles and P-Secret link. And actually, I should get a P-Secret link from her for this one, just to get people to click links and see what's down there. Like, what the hell is she possibly linking to now? So yeah, look for future reviews of the Fluid, Image 2s, and the Questyle CMA FIFTEEN. You're gonna write out the word 15. I'm gonna spell it out just to piss you off. Anyway, bye.